Under the scorching sun in the heart of the desert, where the sands of Tihama meet the breezes of the Hejaz, breaths were held and hearts pounded in anticipation of a moment that would change the course of history. It was the second year of Hijra, and the place was the valley of Badr. The call of justice and the caravan. The matter began as a mission to reclaim stolen rights. The Prophet Muhammad set out with 300 and some odd men to intercept a Quraysh caravan. The Muslims did not go out to fight a heavily armed army, but to recover what had been looted from them in Mecca. However, destiny held something far greater. Abu Sufyan escaped with the caravan, and the leaders of Mecca, led by Abu Jahl, insisted on marching forward with an army of 1,000 fighters to annihilate that group and break their spirit forever. On the night preceding the battle, silence descended upon the Muslim camp. While the Quraysh army hummed with arrogance and vanity, the Prophet was supplicating to his Lord in his shelter. The Arish, with intense devotion, raising his hands toward the sky until his cloak fell from his shoulders, saying, "O Allah, if this small band is defeated today, you will not be worshipped on earth." That night, Allah sent down slumber as a security for the believers and rain to purify their hearts and firm the sand beneath their feet. With the dawn of the 17th of Ramadan, the two armies lined up. The scene was majestic, a patient minority facing a boastful majority. The first spark flew when 3 knights of Quraysh, Utbah, Shayba, and al-Walid ibn Utbah, stepped forward, demanding a duel. Young men from the Ansar stepped out to meet them, but the Quraysh shouted, "O Muhammad, send out against us our equals from our own people." At that moment, the Prophet issued his historic command, "Rise, O Ubaydah bin al-Harith. Rise, O Hamza. Rise, O Ali." In a few short minutes, under the silent gaze of both armies, the giants of Quraysh fell dead. This signaled the collapse of the polytheists' morale even before the main battle began. The two armies collided, and the cries of "Ahad! Ahad, the One," echoed through the valley. The Muslims fought with a spirit that knew no impossibility. At the height of the battle, the Prophet took a handful of pebbles and threw them toward the Quraysh, saying, "May these faces be deformed." At that moment, it wasn't just swords doing the fighting. Allah supported his soldiers with sent down angels. The polytheists felt an unknown terror creeping into their hearts, and their ranks began to waver before the steadfastness of the Muslims. It wasn't long before the pride of Quraysh turned into a retreat, and their leaders, chief among them Abu Jahl, fell beneath the feet of truth. The battle ended in a crushing victory that shifted the balance of power in the Arabian Peninsula. Badr was not just a military clash, it was the day of criterion, Yawm al-Furqan, that separated truth from falsehood.